Now, if you're a Spice Girls fan like me, we're literally minutes away to go and see this brand new exhibition. We're meeting a man who's put together over 300 items, all about my favourite 5 girls. Yes, it's time to spice up your life here on Show You. For me, this is the real piece de resistance. Yes, it is the bus from Spice World, the movie. So without further ado, follow me. Let's get on the Spice Bus. So we're here. We're actually in the Spice World movie bus. Any die-hard fan will remember this, of course. And then there's the workout treadmill, and further down here, all of these little bits. It really is. I mean, I have to say, it really is like being inside a bit of movie memorabilia. And if, like me, you really did spice up your life back then in the middle 90s, it is kind of like stepping back in time. Now, not to be missed at this exhibition is this, the bedroom of the Spice Girl. If you were a fan like me, this could actually have been my bedroom, because it's not that far removed from what you see. And what's interesting is, you know, you think about the Spice Girls now, but you know, they covered everything from duvet covers, lampshades, soap, shampoos, everything. And this particular bedroom just gives you a sort of flavour of what you might have had 20 odd years ago if you were a young Spice Girls fan. And actually, it's a real step back in time. Now, this particular item, a real favourite of mine, and naturally I had it. This was the DVD release of Spice World, the movie, and like the film, it crashed through the box offices and landed on many birthday present lists, and of course when it was Christmas time. This movie, even today, is a perennial favourite here in the UK and screened most Christmases. It's the only chance now you really get to spice up your life. Now, any self-regarding Spice fan will know that Spice World, the movie, was the pinnacle of their career. They took on the movies and won. A lot of people, you know, when the movie started to go into production, said, oh, it won't work, it'll be a flop, you know, people won't know. It had a stellar cast list. And of course, if you're a real fan, you'll know that the script was written by Mr. Kim Fuller. That, of course, is the brother of Simon Fuller, who created the band. And here is one of the original scripts that belonged to Geri of Spice World, the movie. Can you imagine? And this is everything that you need to know before, of course, they started recording the movie and filming, etc. I mean, this is the sort of stuff that if you're a fan, you really are just going to love it. Also, any Spice Girls fan a date in their diary would have been the groundbreaking concert in Istanbul. And here's just some of the costumes. And there was, of course, that very famous DVD live in Istanbul. Now, why was it a big concert? Well, it was the first time that such a powerful girl group had gone along. But there was a catch to that, of course, because they'd signed a mega deal with the soft drinks firm Pepsi Cola. Who could forget that advert? And that particular concert was co-sponsored by the drinks firm. Now, those Pepsi things are real collector's items, and you get to see them here. The other side of this exhibition, apart from these wonderful costumes, and what you think is, you know, when you get up close, you forget just how tiny the girls were, because of course people said, oh, they're normal sizes. Well, not when you look at some of these costumes. But every costume does take you back to a wonderful memory, a video, an appearance on TV. But here's where it gets interesting too. We're looking at something here which is just rather special. This is the Spice Girls, long before the internet, long before social media. These girls really did take on the world with their own special brand of girl power. Now, there's so many wonderful artifacts here at this exhibition. I'm just beside myself with excitement. But here's a real rare find. Take a look at this. It's actually Posh Spice smiling. Now, another great thing about this wonderful exhibition here in London is the fact that they're screening Spice World, the movie, all day. Yeah, oh, I can hardly believe myself. I'm beside myself. Now, one of the stars of the show was this particular gentleman, Sir Roger Moore, who I was lucky enough to meet on many occasions. But here's an interesting Spice World fact, because at the time of the movie, when I went on set to interview him, he said he actually asked to be in the film. Now, we know him, of course, as 007 James Bond, but even James Bond wanted a part of the Spice Girls action. And who could forget those iconic scenes between him and the girls? I know he certainly couldn't. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I just simply adore the Spice Girls. In fact, I was there right at the beginning. Oh yes, because long before they were signed to their famous record label, they came along to the record label that I was working at, and sadly, our boss decided to turn them down. But I was lucky enough to make friends with all of the girls in and throughout, of course, various interviews through the years. This particular exhibition just takes you right back to the heart of the 90s, when they broke through with their biggest hit, of course, Wannabe. particular exhibition? Well, if you're a fan like me, you're just really going to love it, because there are things like this brilliant Spice World moped. You get to see, of course, the famous bus. There's everything here though, like, you know, notebooks, Spice lunchbox, watches, DVDs. Literally, you are entering Spice heaven. Now this has to be the piece de resistance for me. I'm sat in the driver's seat of the Spice World bus with, of course, the gorgeous Alan. Now, you will remember that Meatloaf drove the bus along with a few of the girls too. Now, I've got to say goodbye. I'm going to do a bit of ziggy-zagar here in this bus. From myself and Alan, exclusively for Show News, News Sean in the heart of London.